The new Trials of Osiris Precision Slug Shotgun, the Inquisitor, is one of those rare Destiny 2 weapons that can easily max out several of its stats to 100. And it can do this while stacking some insane damage perks. You don't even need the adept version to push this thing to the extreme. Non-PvP players, the base version is still worth chasing. I'll be honest, I had a back and forth with this thing in the beginning. I had something I wanted it to do, and it didn't do that thing as well as I had hoped. That said, it does do the one thing it's meant to do really well: be a precision frame slug shotgun. There is really no comparison. Whatever stat you want on a Destiny 2 slug shotgun, this thing can make it happen. Range, 100. Stability, 100. Handling, 100. Reload, 100. All at the same time. Sure, want to push the aim assist? You can get it up to 80. Misusing shotguns in the air? It's time to get back into it, because the Inquisitor can roll its way up to a very comfortable 80 airborne effectiveness. And it can do almost all of that without even needing the adept version. It is a very capable precision slug shotgun. I'm going to cover all it can do in both PvE and PvP. But first, welcome to the only channel that does cinematic Destiny 2 guides and reviews. I'm your host, LegoLifFlash, and if you like what you've seen so far, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel for more. I'm giving away another Scientia Illuminata emblem, so comment below anything you like about the video or about this shotgun, and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to get one next week. Congratulations Brexco from last week. I will announce the winners for this one in the next video, so don't believe any of the comments you see below. There is a real problem with fake accounts and Destiny 2 YouTubers at the moment. Do not fall for it. I will never ask you for any information other than just where to send the code to. I don't need any of your information. Back to the Inquisitor. Aside from the obvious, wow, the stats on this shotgun, which we'll get to in a minute, the thing that caught my eye was the damage perks: Swashbuckler, Adrenaline Junkie, and Golden Tricorn. Those have pretty big implications for both PvE and PvP. Now, this isn't the first time we've had Swashbuckler and Adrenaline Junkie on a slug shotgun, but it is the first time we've had them on a slug shotgun with such a complete stat package, with an adept version to boost it even further. This is also the first time we've had Golden Tricorn on a slug shotgun. I hyped it up on my Midas Reckoning review, and for good reason. Golden Tricorn is insane on weapons that already dish out high damage, and the Inquisitor is no exception. So where was the disappointment? This all sounds amazing. In PvE, I'll say it really is amazing, and we'll get to that too, but the disappointment for me lies with stacking all this damage in PvP. Harmony won't get you anywhere unless you're stacking other buffs on top of it, but you can use Swash, Adrenaline, or Golden Tricorn to get one-shot body shot kills. Swash and Adrenaline are both 33.3% damage increases after a melee kill for Swashbuckler or after a grenade kill for Adrenaline Junkie, which puts a precision slug shotgun at 201 body shot damage, one-shotting Guardians at any resilience level. Then Golden Tricorn times 2 will do 227 damage to the body, obliterating anything in your way. Sounds great, right? The problem with it is the range. Wait, what? Lego? You said 100 range. Listen, I was so sure that with the Inquisitor reaching max range, you'd be able to hit some nasty body shot kills at a distance. This just wasn't the case. Damage-wise, on paper it's great, and it works up close, but at range the damage drop-off hits so fast that you lose your opportunity for the one-shot body shot kills. It's so severe that you might as well just go for the head. The range you'd have to be in to pull off the body shot feels like the same range you'd need to be in for a normal shotgun body shot kill anyways. On top of that, you only have 4.5 seconds to do it. That isn't the worst time frame, but those seconds fly by really fast and you have to get uncomfortably close to get enough damage on that body shot, so you need the time to do it. Okay, so now you might be thinking, that's probably just for Swashbuckler and Adrenaline Junkie, right? Since that damage only goes up to 201. Any bit of damage drop off is probably too punishing and is taking you out of the one hit body shot kill range. What about Golden Tricorn's 227 damage shot to the body for 10 seconds? Surely that's where it's at. It's never been seen before on a Slug shotgun. I wish I could tell you that was the way things went. But sadly, the damage drop-off is still too punishing, even with this massive amount of damage. The amount of times I got Golden Tricorn ×2 going for 227 a body shot and could still not get the body shot kill was laughable. A simple way to think about this is that the headshot range kill is going to be further than your body shot kill no matter what damage perk you stack on it. That's just the way it is due to severe damage fall off on Slug shotguns. This is disappointing for me as someone who loves to stack damage to do ridiculous stuff, but I am by no means saying that this is a bad shotgun because of this specific thing that I wanted to do with it. This is still an incredible shotgun in both PvE and PvP. Let's get over my disappointment and get to where this thing shines. Let's start with PvE since we can stay with the damage perks we were already talking about. They are game changing. Golden Tricorn ×2 is so easy to keep up with Arc 3.0. Whether you're using storm grenades or powered melee on any class, all you have to do is get a kill with your shotgun to activate Golden Tricorn ×1 and then get a powered melee or grenade kill within 7 seconds and you've activated Golden Tricorn ×2 for 10 seconds. You can even refresh it with another melee or grenade kill to keep it going. This is the same DPS weapon we use to take down Taniks in Deepstone Crypt, so have no doubt you are going to pump out some massive damage. Just like with Midas Reckoning, you can stack on a 25% font of Might damage bonus if you're running Melee Wellmaker or Grenade Wellmaker, and you've got a total of 87.5% damage bonus pretty much all the time on a very powerful Slug shotgun. Some crazy DPS. To complete my imaginary PvE build real quick, I'll go over the rest of the perks and how I would like it to roll for me. 4th time's a charm if you plan on laying into a strike boss, or Demolitionist to get your grenades back faster for more Golden Tricorn action. Perpetual Motion is probably my pick, not for the stability and handling, but for the reload speed in PvE. With the rest of the stats, I'll just go ahead and say to run as much range and reload as you can on it. It's hard to really go wrong. Assault Mag will help you pump out shots faster, but Tactical Mag will give you a bit extra ammo and faster reload. Accurized Rounds will help you do full damage further away. For this setup, I'm going to put Tactical Mag on for the +10 reload and +1 magazine, and things are starting to stack up. I'm running Small Bore for a smidge more range and stability, just wait, it plays out good, I promise, on top of a range masterwork. And then since this is an adept I'm playing with, I'll just throw on an adept big 1 spec. If you have the non-adept, you can always use a boss spec or a major spec. Okay, now check out how this thing lines up for a PvP role with all the perks active. We're doing 87.5% more damage thanks to Golden Tricorn ×2 combined with Font of Might buffs. They go hand in hand. Then as long as we're not staying completely still, we've got a +15 reload stability and handling from Perpetual Motion. This puts our reload speed up to 80 and our stability up to 80. I'm not even worried about the handling because I know it's going to hit 100 thanks to the +25 from a quick charge armor mod. Thank you to Fading Shadow for continually reminding me that it's +25 and not +20. This is already really good. But let's not forget about our Trials origin trait, Alacrity, which makes this a fantastic solo DPS weapon for lost sectors and more. Alacrity, when you're the last player standing or when running content solo, is going to give us +20 reload, +20 stability, +10 range, and +10 aim assist. That brings our PvE Slug shotgun to 100 range, 100 stability, 100 handling, 100 reload, 45 aim assist, and you can still run boss spec, and you have 87.5% more damage with Golden Tricorn ×2 stacked with Font of Might. I'm out of breath. What the heck? That's incredible. That's a quad 100 stat build plus just a ton of damage. Now you can't just build this, you have to rely on random rolls, but I wanted to show you what's possible. Quad 100 stats with an 87.5% damage buff, and it synergizes with Arc 3.0. Wow. PvP, whew, those stats. Now, you could run that same thing in PvP with the crack stats, but since we said the damage stacking doesn't work as well in PvP, it'd be better to swap out that last column with opening shot so you have that +20 aim assist, some extra accuracy, and +35 range. That lets us lean into opening shot for range and go with something you usually can't on a shotgun: airborne effectiveness. Extended mag gives you plus 10 airborne effectiveness, and steady rounds will give you plus 7. I have one with steady rounds, and with an Accurized grip and some exotic armor that boost airborne effectiveness like foe tracer on a hunter or no backup plans on Titan, it really does not feel that terrible. With no backup plans, it hits up to 80. It's not something to completely rely on at this number, but since the other stats are so stacked, why not invest a little in the in-air play just in case? For the first column, I actually think perpetual motion is a little overrated in PvP because you hit 100 handling so fast with the Inquisitor in a quick charge mod. That said, I'm going to put it on this build for the reload and stability buffs. But all these other perks, except for 4th time's a charm, are good in their own ways for PvP. For the sake of brevity, I'm gonna say look out primarily for tunnel vision for follow-up shots, steady hands for quick swaps to another weapon, or perpetual for extra stability and reload. Now, Masterwork and Barrel will be up to you, but since I'm relying on opening shot for range, I'm investing my Masterwork and Barrel into stability for the flinch reduction. It's not gonna help much, but I played around with a roll that I was able to put high stability on, and it felt really good. If you're shooting lots of shots fast and not getting opening shot to proc, you'll want the range, but it didn't bother me for the way I play. With stability, Masterwork, and polygonal rifling, and with all the bonuses we covered from perpetual motion ×2 and the plus 35 range from opening shot plus our 25 handling from quick charge, our first shot is at 100 range, 85 stability, 100 handling with 30 airborne effectiveness with that Accurized grip. This isn't even counting alacrity, which if you're playing Rumble or the last man standing in Trials, you'll have your range, handling, and your stability at 100, while still giving you some decent airborne effectiveness, and between alacrity and opening shot, you'll also jump your aim assist up to 65. Those are just some wild stats. Like I said, it's hard to go wrong with this thing. I spent more time speccing it out for PvE in this video because of the way you can get all the stats just so incredibly stacked, but for PvP it just slays. I'm still disappointed that the damage stacking didn't work as well in PvP, but I've got my eye on something else for that. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. That said, if you're using the Inquisitor for what a slug shotgun is meant to do, get those precision headshots, you're going to be rewarded for it no matter what combo you're running. I hope you all enjoyed the review and breakdown, and I'd love it if you stuck with me for future content by hitting that subscribe button. There's still a lot to cover this season, but let me know what you thought of this one in the comments. Until next time, GG.